Hi there, I'm Jay Skinner. This is the Buyers and Sellers Show, the pre-show. I'm happy to play a couple songs or play a little bit. We try to get started right about 10:35 Eastern Time. And this is for all people, really, because everybody is a buyer and a seller at one point or another. Today we're going to have Eli Skinner. He's a successful real estate guy, investor. He's my son, and I'm real proud of the work that he's done and the accomplishments that he's made. And he helps a lot of people. I learn from him, and I hope you will too. We'll go fast. There's a lot of stuff, so take notes or plan to watch this over again because we're going to hit a lot of things. Day by day, day by day. Oh dear Lord, three things I pray. To see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly. Day by day, day by day, by day, by day, by day. Got a lot of people here, and I'm excited about that. And right now, I'm going to bring on Eli Skinner. Hey, Eli, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Well, welcome to the Buyers and Sellers Show. Glad you made it.
Thanks.
So we got a lot of things to do and a lot of ground to cover. Is it fair for me to say that you could tell me, I think you built a multi-million-dollar real estate company and then you sold it?
Close enough, kind of. Yep. We end up jumping on board with a national company, and it was good. Yep, for sure.
Very cool. Very cool. You're living the American dream. Really. So I want to just go down here and people that are want to know who we're talking to, that'd be Eli Skinner right there. Yep. And this is not just a real estate show, and we've got a lot of people invited here for the show that are on multiple platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. And I want to encourage you over here in comments that if you have any questions or thoughts, please jump on. And there's one right now. Barbara, good morning. Excited to see you live this morning. Barbara, thanks for coming. Thank you very much. And I was like, we're going to go djskinner.com. And I'm hitting this website right here just so that if you're wondering where do you post so I can see you, if you see that djskinner.com there, then you know what we're doing. And hello, Kevin. Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, Eli, let's get right into it.
All right.
The thing that got me excited is because last time you were on the show, which I don't have a lot of repeat offenders here, but I got you. The last time we went down a rabbit trail that was interesting, really didn't expect, but it was about the topic was, so you say you want to be in business for yourself and be your own boss, and then you wake up and you realize your boss is not that good.
Yeah. You're a terrible boss, and yeah.
So if you want to see that and how Eli's handled it over the last 4 or 5 years in dealing and building this business, please go there. Today, what we're doing, I said, where's all the sales stuff? And man, I was online and I saw you doing some 1-minute clips. And it's holy cow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, this is strong. And so I think there were lessons to be learned from that by everyone. And so what I'm going to do here is there's a lot of production, but Eli, can you give me just a little bit of a warm up to, I'm going to play the expiration date on offers one first, but give me a little lead up on kind of where this whole idea came from or what your thoughts are about doing these 1-minute hits and how you do this and work this into your business.
Yeah. So the videos that, these are, I could do them with anything, but the reality is these are Friday videos. My goal is to provide value. Like, I'm not here to beg you for business. At the end of the day, like, you may already be working with another broker, but like, if these can benefit you as a home buyer in the process, so make you a better buyer, maybe it'll make you a better seller, maybe it'll make you a better real estate agent. I'm training the competition. That's something I've done my whole life, and that's okay. It's about providing value to the people in our world that need it, and maybe they'll come work with me, maybe they won't, but it's a quick way to get a good information out that they need that's relevant right now.
Super. Well, we're going to turn it on, and everybody can see what we're talking about. Here we go.
Yo, what's going on? Eli Skinner here with Simplify It, Fathom Realty, the Eli Skinner team here to make you a better buyer, a better seller, or even a better agent this weekend. Listen up. At the bottom of an offer, there's something called an expiration date or deadline or period. It's an expiration date, deadline, or period. It is not a response deadline. A lot of agents get it wrong, and then therefore their buyers get it wrong, that they think somehow they can demand a response from a seller when they put an offer in on a house. It expires at 5 p.m. on a Thursday. That's an expiration date. It's like milk. It goes bad at 5 p.m. Of course, he could try to drink it afterwards, but it may not be any good. He could drink it before the expiration date, and it guarantees it's good. And you can completely ignore it. There's no reason that the seller has to respond to you by the date. So be strategic. Use that to your benefit, but don't have your agent call the seller and be like, hey, y'all were supposed to respond by 5 o'clock. No, we weren't. You put an expiration at 5 o'clock. I ain't drinking that spoiled milk.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a fun one. That you're getting to smell a little bit of my pet peeve there for sure.
That's good. So anyway, well, we're looking at these. I've got some other things. These are quick hits. They're educational and interesting. And now here's a question. You're talking really fast. What's up with that?
Oh man. Well, part of it's natural. So, maybe that's a piece of it. But the other piece of it is that a while back, a long time ago, I read a book. It was actually about preaching. But I think it was called Communicating for a Change with Andy Stanley. But he quoted a guy, and it was basically that, the average audiobooks, maybe 150 words a minute in that range. And there was somebody else he quoted basically that said, if you can get that up to 190, you're going to capture people's attention more. So he's like, talk faster. People's brains work faster than your mouth does, generally speaking. So, it communicates, there's other pieces to that, right? So speaking quickly means you know your stuff, because you can't talk really fast if you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're trying to make it up as you go, maybe, I guess. But at the end of the day, somebody that knows where they're headed in the conversation and knows what they're trying to talk about and really has it internalized is going to be able to communicate faster, and there's more authority. And so people hopefully will understand that, I actually get this stuff. I actually know what I'm talking about. So that's it. Just communicating quickly, keeping you interested, keeping them focused, and you get a lot more information in a short period of time for sure.
Oh, for sure. And it's like, I was surprised, and his coachman, very good, Eli. Cheers from a California realtor. I see the MREA and Shift on Your Shelf. Great books. Excellent. Yep. And let's see what else we've got here. And Barbara says, that was a great video. Thank you, Barbara. Diane, very fast. That's my issue too. Okay. And he's talking fast, and now he's got the reason. What I learned from all this was that I can actually understand it. It's like, you wake up one day and you call your kid, and he's got ideas that help you, and he'll call me with suggestions, but by golly, I call him. And Eli, you have ideas that are very cool, and I like them.
There's something, all right. We'll try them out. That's for sure.
So let's watch another one. It's not all about real estate. This is the coffee shop. You want to set it up?
Yes. This is like people leaving money on the table. Like, come on, I can help them out. So this is literally, I walked into a coffee shop. I said, can I please double or triple your tips? They're like, yes. I said, great. I gave them this advice, and please, I hope you implemented this.
Let's see it.
Hey, what's going on? Eli Skinner here with Simplify It Fathom Realty. I do real estate. There's people out there that do coffee, and this is for them. So tag your favorite coffee shop and their baristas if you know them. Listen, if you own a coffee shop, change the way you do your tips. I've actually helped one of the coffee shops here in the area boost their tips by 2 to 3 times by doing one simple thing. It's changing your menu from percentages to dollars. Listen, Americans throw dollars away like they are pennies. So here's what's happening. When I jump in there and buy a $2 coffee and hit the 20% button, you just got 40 cents tip. I'm lazy. I'm moving quick. I'm just hitting the button I know I'm supposed to hit, right? If you change your menu to where it says, instead of 15, 20, 25 other or whatever, make it be $1, $2, $3 other. I'm literally just going to hit the dollar every time on a $2 cup. You just got 2.5 times the tip you would have gotten. Change it. You'll win.
That's great.
That is 100% true. I've had that work for another coffee shop here in town, and I'm like a celebrity now because their baristas are making twice what they were.
Nice. Okay, let's see if I got any other comments up here. Don't want to miss anybody. There we go. Oh, there. Good. We got that. Hello, everyone. Good. Okay. So as we're talking, there's a principle here, and you said it: add value. Hello, Eli, are you still there?
Yep. I'm still here now. We had a little lag. I
had a
hear
little
nothing.
bit of a lag. I said, it's like, okay, great.
That's when you don't want to be
what's
talking
add value
super fast.
times 3? Talk to me.
Yeah, add value. And I fell into this camp for a long time. I didn't want to give away my trade secrets, right? Like when you're someone that like reads and thinks, talks to heavy hitters in whatever industry we're in, you begin to learn things and do things and know things and that other people don't know, they don't try, they don't implement, they don't even think about, and worried about giving away those trade secrets of things. In our case, what we do to win offers back 2 years ago, we would win every multiple offer situation we were in. It's a little different now because people have caught on and they're doing the stuff that we were doing 2 or 3 years ago now. But we were winning every multiple offer situation. Didn't want to give away the trade secrets. But then I've realized that at the end of the day, I'm saying here, I'm here to help you. What's important to you is important to me. And I'm just going to add value to the community, to the people that are buying and selling houses, to the agents. And I've never gone wrong. I don't know who said it first. I think I learned it from Dave Ramsey, maybe. But he said, if you take care of enough people, the money takes care of itself. And so that's where I'm headed.
I get it. And we got a note here. Sneed said, that's a good tip. Thanks, Steve. Of course, it's a good, good.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Great idea, Eli. Just be polite and you also increase your tips. That helps.
There you go.
And the next thing here is I'm going to go here because we're hitting these videos because people are going to get some ideas from these, I know, and they're worth watching. Here's one.
I'll tell you something real quick. As I'm watching these, I'm looking at it like a first one, I'm like sweating. It's like 100 degrees outside. It's freezing right now. That's why I'm in the sweatshirt. But I when I'm working with other agents, my agents, other people's agents on these videos, like people aren't comfortable in front of a camera. And the reality is you just got to do it more, right? Almost anything you do consistently, you're going to become more and more comfortable with. And don't worry about the lighting. Don't worry about how you sound. Don't worry about fumbling over your words occasionally. Don't worry about, everything just being perfect. Like, you go back and watch this video, there's going to be plenty of things between you and I. I mean, there's a glitch on our internet, like whatever it is, like it's okay. Like it's human, right?
Deal with it.
So if you're not doing videos, I don't care if you take exactly what we're doing here, but if you're not doing videos because you're scared, I get it. Like 99% of people are nervous about that, but just do it. And don't do it live the first time, record it and then decide if you like it and do it 100 times. Just get comfortable doing it. And then don't even publish them for the first week. Who cares? Just do them. People love them. They're always anxious to see what you're going to do next. And if you're real, that's even better.
Amen. I like it. Okay, so here's one I'll play, and then we'll see what you think.
Hey, what's going on? Eli Skinner here with Simplify It Fathom Realty, here to make you a better investor today. I know this is a new one. Just bought a duplex. We had to overcome a situation. I want to tell you how so you can do it in the future. When you close on a rented property, you get prorated rents at closing, and you get the security deposits at closing. So I looked at the closing sheet. Where's the $800 security deposit that the lease says you have? Guess what? It should have had it for both tenants. He says, the landlord, the previous owner, said, I don't have any of those. I gave it back to one guy, and the other guy never collected. I said, well, bad news. The lease says that you have $800, so I need $800, or I need to have the renters sign an estoppel certificate. What that is, it could say a lot of different things, but in our case, what was important was that they agreed that they didn't have a security deposit on file. Otherwise, they would have waived the lease in front of a judge whenever they do move out, chased me for $800. I never got at closing. So make sure that you're paying attention when you're buying a leased property so you don't get chased after for money you never got at closing that you should have.
An estoppel agreement. Who says estoppel agreement?
I have no idea. I probably never will again.
That's a great word. That is a great word. And so there's a little note here that says you got a call from an agent about an upset customer. What the heck is that about?
Yeah, that was a funny one. So I had done a video. Actually, it was the video about the expiration date, and they had put an offer on one of our listings, and evidently they were tuning into my videos on Fridays and other things. And so I get the call, and they're like really frustrated with her, and wondering, why they didn't win, and there was lots of reasons they hadn't won, but she said they're really frustrated. I was like, why are they so frustrated with you? She's like, because they watched your Friday video about expiration dates and are mad on her expiration date. I was like, oh, darn, I wouldn't my goal, to make her clients mad at her. But, I think there's a reality that this indirect path, I don't necessarily even need them to, I'm not asking for their business. They're just kind of starting to find it and realize that there may be somebody that knows what they're doing over here in these videos, and they're hoping, hope I didn't pick the wrong agent. Now she's great. She's wonderful. We're business acquaintances for sure, but it's kind of funny how that can work. And, that casting doubt on the competition without actually saying anything is pretty cool.
Yeah. And you said it broke up just a little bit, but you said that the lady called and the customer had said that, oh, gee, they'd heard something on one of your videos and they were afraid that maybe they weren't getting properly served by
That's the short version. Yep. You got it. And they were, I think they probably were, but again, it just illuminated the strategic nature of every element in our contracts. And they go, oh, crud, was our agent actually being strategic or just kind of filling in some blanks?
Yeah. And that you said the word indirection while you were talking here a minute ago. Indirect. What is indirection principle, and talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's been something that's been imparted to me by somebody a long time ago, but it was and it wasn't you. You imparted a lot of things, but not this one. So, but somebody. But basically, it's just that sometimes the shortest path is not actually a straight line between A and B. Between 2 points may not be a straight line because you may not even be able to get to B by a straight line. If you walk a straight line across point A is on one side of the Grand Canyon and point B is on the other, you walk a straight line, you're probably going to end up in trouble. So for me, it's indirect as far as how I'm going to get clients, and it's by just adding value. By I'm not asking for business. I'm just pushing things out. That is literally the whole point of the videos, is just indirectly, people are beginning to realize that I may be hopefully, right, or our team, I should say, are some of the heavy hitters in the industry, in the area, and they're taking our advice and using their own agent. They're taking our advice, calling us. Who knows? But it's indirect paths that are way more palatable to the consumer most of the time.
Yeah. And we've got some comments here from some people. There's Sharon Hoffmeister. Sharon, hi. Now, Sharon's a go-liver. And come on now, Sharon, tell us. And I got to tell you, Sharon's probably going to be on the show here sometime between now and the end of the year, because in her business, she goes live every single day, and she has a streak right now that's over 600. And Sharon, so what's the number And then she's like one of the last 5 people in her company, and they're going to have a drop dead at the end of the year, where like the last finishers are just going to go 24 hours a day until they stop. Doing a live broadcast. It's going to be unbelievable. And Sharon's going to put on like her version of the Jerry Lewis telethon, I think. Oh, wow. 695 shows in a row every day. That includes Saturday, Sunday, and Christmas. 695 so far.
Wow.
Congratulations, Sharon. Way to go. This is great. And I think this show is 31 for me every Friday for a while. Okay, Eli, let's look at some of these other things here. Hey, Terrell. And you said best year, and then it's like Terrell said, I mean, best team. So you got your glasses on, man. Glad you're here, Terrell. Okay. Good. Well, I was like, I gotta say, he started out with the yes. So
I know it got better, fortunately.
He's getting better. I love you, Terrell. Thank you. You made us smile. Okay, here we go. Banners. Let's see what we got here. This is probably important. What are all the different ways you make money, and how do you manage to go to the kids' games on weekends? And I'm guilty of that. It's like I'm standing at the ballpark watching your kids play, and I'm going, why are you here? You're like a real estate person. You're supposed to be out driving people around and stuff. Talk to us about your life, how you make money, and what your life looks like. Maybe inspiring to some of the other real estate people that are watching right now and other business people.
Sure, man. I guess for me, it starts with if you're building something, you're probably not. Reality of it. I've talked to a lot of real estate brokers that have quote made it or whatever, and they're always like, oh, make sure you do this, make sure you carve out time for this. And I'm with you. In our last video, we talked about things like mental health and all that, and I'm down with that. But there's no way around not having a life if you're building a company, and all the company owners can say, man, that just doesn't exist. Or you need to be on the show for sure telling us how. But now, over some time and some really, really good people, we've got a team that gives me a life. That's really the only story. But we're also not counting on real estate being the only stream of income. And if you're not investing in real estate, in other obviously investments, that's the world that I know about, and that's the one that I help people with, and that's where I make a secondary income, and hopefully that's where my retirement will come in. So that's how I have a life. Is I'm not focused 100% now as the only guy running the whole ship trying to close 120 deals a year. Like, no, we've got a whole team of people that get blessed to do that. We can help more clients, and that I can also help more agents live the dream, which have been two of my things that I've always wanted to help other agents live the dream that I've been able to live. So that team did that for us too, which gave us time, gives us money, and gives a lot of people a life that they want to live.
Nice. And I hope that's inspiring to others that it can happen. Did someone put something up with it?
Yeah, these comments are great.
Great way for a realtor to make money. Tell the truth.
Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it? It's a whole lot easier to keep up with your lies if you don't tell them.
Amen to that. Oh yeah, thanks, Sneed. That's good stuff. Okay, let's watch another one, and I'm not going to say anything except for. Well, I guess I got to say that this one was the one that caused me to call Eli and say, "We got to do another show."
Just to see this one.
Are you ready? Here we go.
I am.
Hey, what's going on? Eli Skinner here with the Simplify at Fathom Realty. I'm riding to the car because my beautiful wife, that's Beth. She is driving. Anyway, here's the deal. I'm here on another Friday to make you a better buyer, a better seller, or a better agent. I'm keeping an eye on where she's going to make sure she takes me to Thai Spice. Anyway, here's what's going on right now and what I want you to pay attention to. Sellers are overpricing their houses. The market has softened a bit, but they're still operating like they own the world. They're overpricing their houses. It used to be that their house was worth $175, and then the buyers would drive the price up to $200. Now the sellers are going, oh, look, the comps say my house should be worth $175. Let's price it at $200 because then buyers are silly and are paying anything. Then watch what happens. They don't get offers. The buyers are saying, no, we're not paying over asking on this. We know we're going to have to get the deal because that's the psyche right now. That's the way the brain is working because that's what's been happening. So listen, Check your comps. Make sure your agent's looking to see if the house is already overpriced before you make another over asking offer. And sellers, don't overprice it. Don't get greedy. Price it right. Let the buyers drive it up.
That's right.
Oh, price it right and let the buyers drive it up.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that. It's like that part right there. It's like, price it right and let the buyers drive it up. It was so fun.
That's right. Yep. I got to see my wife in there. She's always better on video than me.
Yeah. I was going to say that doesn't hurt you at all when she's
Nope.
she's in that video for sure. So let's see what else we've got here. And, well, be a giver. Here to help, no pressure. You kind of talked about that, but that's an important aspect of this. It's like a spiritual side to it. Can you talk a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, for us, it's, when I started the company that now has been kind of matriculated into Fathom Realty, we were all about saying, we see people, not paychecks. Buyers are not a means, clients are not a means to an end. We see people, not paychecks. That was one of our big beliefs. Other ones were that agents are not funds to be used. And I told them, and I still tell them, that you're not my retirement plan. And then when it comes to real estate in general, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You may get rich, but it's not because you scratched some sort of ticket, right? And then kind of playing that through, there's no tricks. Like what we're talking about here, like add value. What's important to you is important to me. The fact that we're going to sell enough houses that my family can buy groceries means absolutely no pressure for you. Like we're the best team to work with, because if you don't buy a house, that's totally fine with us. We're here to help. Like that's it. And so, I guarantee I've got clients, I got friends, I got family watching this. There's no trick. Like it's literally, we love you and we're going to help you win, period. And our hashtag forever, welcome to winning. And that's honestly, again, we're back to you take care of enough people, the money takes care of it. And
your hashtag, because it's breaking up a little bit. It says your motto is welcome to winning. And
welcome to winning.
And so I've got Kevin. Let's see. You said there's 3 things you want to be in this world: be the firstborn, the second husband, and the third broker.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's funny. I want to be the final offer on a house too, because the last offer is the one they took.
That's the way it works. And Gregory Sneed at open house, burn candles that smell like fresh baked cookies. Works like gold.
There you go.
Well, I really appreciate everybody jumping in there with their comments and things. The whole show here is like price it right and let the buyers drive it up. Pretty cool, a lot of fun. Going to here, I want to make sure I haven't missed anything that we were going to talk about. One way is if people want to get in touch with you, you're available.
Yep, I'm right there.
Where do you live a lot on Facebook and Instagram? Is that right?
Yep. We just started taking some things that TikTok do, but yeah, Facebook, Instagram is where we're at. That's a good way to start the conversation. Is just check at Eli Skinner Realtor. Almost anywhere on the internet, you'll find it. Yeah.
And you've done a real good job with SEO. When you start talking simplify real estate and get your name in there, and you pop easily so people can find you. And then we've got a lot of people here from LinkedIn this time.
Yep.
And this broadcast is simulcast on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and a number of people there. In fact, let's see if there's some new comments here. Let's catch those. A lot of times people get
LinkedIn user.
Been a while, Eli. Okay, LinkedIn user. For some reason, it didn't pop your name there. Come back to me. Say who is it? Who that comment is? Pop in there if you can do that before we get out. We'd like to know who this is. Kevin did money is the natural byproduct of a service well rendered by David Blanchard. Good.
Very good.
Thank you. That's a good quote. There's another one, Coachman. We still have very little inventory in the Silicon Valley. Multiple offers on the SFRs. Prices still increasing. Let's talk a little bit of technology. We got a couple more, just really literally a couple more minutes here.
Okay.
I always promised.
What's up, Kyle Marsh? Yep, he just said who it was. Hey, man.
Kyle Marsh.
Good to see you, brother.
Welcome. Glad you're here. And look at this. Oh, look at this. Bobby Wright.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, Bobby.
Proud of you.
That's my
You
wife's
must be.
aunt.
That's your aunt. All right.
My wife's
great.
aunt. Yep.
Okay. It's Cal Marsh. And look, Sneed says, time for sales calls. Got to go. Thanks for coming, Gregory. You got to go out there and make some money so you can afford to come back and spend time with us again. Thank you, sir. So all that being said, Eli, do you have anything to wrap up here? When you're talking to people about sales, selling, buyers, selling, your message, what do you got to say?
No, man. Add value, period. I mean, that's it. Just add value. That has worked. It's what worked for us. We just continue to add value, love people, and people keep calling. And I think our reviews, we listen. We want to know what could be done better. We train our teams, make them drink the Kool-Aid. I mean, I have to confidently be able to pass people. If you're a seller, right, and you got teams, you got to be able to confidently let your team go out. The owner of the company can't go sell all the widgets. Like, you got to empower other people to do it, but they got to have drank the Kool-Aid, because nobody carries your vision like you. Amen. Or somebody that's drank your Kool-Aid.
And it's a good Kool-Aid. Thank you very
Kool-Aid.
much for coming, Eli. I really appreciate it. So say bye-bye, and I'll play. Oh, there's one comment. Let's see. We'll catch this real quick. Who else is here? Oh, look, there you go. Barbara says, thanks for this. Price it right. Let the buyers drive it up is priceless for all industries.
Oh, that's great. Yep. That's good.
Thank you. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Eli, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next time.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go. And I want to thank everybody here for coming to the show. And it was a lot of fun to have Eli on. This is how you get in touch with me. And I'd love to talk to you. Very open and interested to see you. The show has been a really great show. Looks like, let's see if there's a last comment. Thank you, Terrell. Glad you liked it. Thank you very much for coming. And with that said, I'm just going to pop off here and remind you that this is the Buyers and Sellers Show. We're on every Friday at 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then you can hit the replays. You can come in and see this. Has some people shared this broadcast? Well, I don't talk a lot about share and stuff like that, but it certainly helps, and it's wonderful to get the word out, and I appreciate it that you shared. People all around the world are on board. So with that, how about a little satin doll? Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. Bye now.